Good afternoon, everyone. It's Tuesday. I'm about to get this video recorded and posted for you guys on Google Classroom. So as you guys start to join the classroom, this stuff will be available to you. I just wanted to go over some of the papers and some of the expectations for the class, just so we all get started on the right foot. So to start with some of the papers I'm going to be posting for you guys, I'll post them online, but of course you're welcome to come get the paper copies as well. First thing is going to be a syllabus. If you're in my English 2 class, it'll look like this. If you're in my English 4 class, it'll look like this. Both have pretty similar information. Some things are specific to the course, and others are just general information. For both of them, you need to get the last page signed and returned. That can be an image of it being signed, whatever. Just find a way to get it signed and let me know that your parent has seen the information. I'll also be sending home a laminated copy of this document here. This is your annotation guide. You're going to want to keep that around for most of the activities that we do in class. You're welcome to use this on any assignment in my class. That includes tests. And it's a really good resource for you guys to especially use for this first unit, but carrying on through the other units, it's going to be beneficial. The more you use it, the more familiar with it you're going to be, and the less you'll really need it. But it's going to go through some basic stuff to look for when you're annotating and analyzing a new text. I'm going to give you this resource as well. It is a quick set of literary and rhetorical devices to help you kind of get started with that, looking for devices when we're looking at a text. And I'm going to go over this stuff over the next couple of days into next week. Speaking of next week, I'm going to ask you guys to be looking at completing your pretest. I'm going to make that a small participation grade as long as you show me that it's complete. So we did have some problems last semester with some of the information not processing correctly. Just make sure you take a picture or something of the little part where it shows that it's complete, and you can send that in and I can easily fix any grades if something happens again with the computers not showing that you completed your pretest. The pretest is required by the state, so I need you guys to go ahead and get that completed. I'm going to be sending home this paper and posting it online to help you get access to that pretesting information. Let me know if you have any additional questions. I'm also going to be sending home and posting this survival guide for my class. This survival guide was created by a former student, and it has a lot of good tips and tricks about me and about my class, and it's very helpful, which is why I asked some of those kids to create those, and I pulled the best one. If you were in person, you'd see some of the other ones posted around the room, but this is good too. So we're still here, we're still getting it done. One of the other things that's going to be posted is going to be this. This will be one of your first assignments. It's going to be asking you to write a letter using this information. It helps me not only get to know you, but it also gets me some pretty important information as your teacher, like who you work well with, what are some struggles you're having, and other things of that nature. That's going to be due on Friday. The way I organize class is that I will post things per day. So for example, your bell work will count as your attendance for this class. So complete the bell work every day by midnight. It's going to be open at 7 o'clock in the morning to midnight. Just complete the little Google form. It'll ask you to type your name and potentially answer 2 to 3 questions, normally just 1, but sometimes up to 2 to 3 questions. And they're not hard. It's just something I want to get from you, something that I want to know what you know about, or maybe what you're struggling with. Sometimes it's just to check in on a particular assignment. So just let me see how you're doing. Fill out that little form, and again, that is your attendance. If it's filled out past midnight, I will not count your attendance for that day. You will be marked absent because I'm giving you from 7 to 12 at night, or 7 in the morning to 12 at night. So that's a long time to fill out a very, very short form. Everything will be due on Fridays unless I specifically tell you otherwise. I want you guys to still have your weekends. So unless I specifically say something is due on a different day, things will be due on Fridays for you guys, so I'm going to post stuff throughout the week. I will never really give you anything that's posted on Friday that's due on Friday. A lot of times I'll give you something to finish up and turn in that Friday that you've been working on, or I'll give you extra time into the next week if it's something that you start on a Friday. But everything will have like when it's due, its point value, things of that nature. The way I'm going to organize class, the Google Classroom, is by showing the unit, and everything will be posted under that unit. I typically put things at the bottom of the list, so if you go into your classwork tab on Google Classroom and you see all the assignments posted, it'll be in order according to the unit, and it will also be in order from top to bottom on when things were posted. So the newest assignments are going to be at the bottom. If this was really, really a problem for you, let me know, and maybe I can think of a different way to organize this, but it seems like that's still the best way to organize things for you guys, just so everything's clearly, for this unit or this unit. We're going to go ahead and start with an annotation unit, because I want to make sure that everybody's on the same page with annotating, and it's something that I think is really important and beneficial to you guys. So we will take a little bit of time to practice annotating. What does that mean in my class? I gave you some resources that you're going to have access to at all times. The way I'm going to be doing a lot of my teaching, guys, is through videos. I have been making a lot of YouTube videos for you guys to watch so that you can get the same information I'm giving out in class, as well as do successful work on your assignments. Again, the work is going to be due on Fridays, and it's typically not going to be something that I don't think you can handle. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask, but most of the teaching is going to come from those videos, so make sure you're watching those videos. If I post them, if I took the time to make them, they're probably useful to you, so keep that in mind. Most of the time it'll be videos that I've created, but sometimes I'll use additional videos for other support kind of situations, maybe to define a certain concept for you or give you some extra background on a particular topic. So just kind of keep an eye out for videos that are going to be pretty important to you, as well as the assignments, which are going to be primarily reading based. You're going to need to read and you're going to need to write. It's English class. So that should be a given. Please ask questions. If you're not sure, there's nothing I can do if you don't tell me you're struggling. Once you turn in your work, guys, it's too late. So ask me before you turn something in. Hey, Ms. Jenkins, I'm not sure I understand this. Can you help me? I'm very easy to get in contact with. I'm always available through email, or I can set up a group meet with you guys. We can do a Google Meet. I can email you back. I can talk to you in Google Classroom. There are plenty of options. Just let me know, and I'd be happy to meet with you and help you with any problems you're having, any struggles with any assignment. If you're just not sure what my directions are, ask. I have no problem clarifying for you. Now, if you don't watch the videos, you don't read the directions, and you ask me something that's right there in the directions, do better. You can definitely do better, especially if it's right there for you. Sorry, I'm just checking my notes to make sure I covered everything that I want to make sure you know. Keep in mind that I can figure out when you are plagiarizing. I had a lot of problems with this last semester. Guys, especially if it's an ungraded assignment, why plagiarize? That seems a little silly. If you plan on coming to the school, I will be giving you all these papers and whatnot, and I'd be happy to have a little face-to-face meeting with you, just kind of get you oriented in the Google Classroom and whatnot. I'm going to be sending home a copy of the classroom codes as well if you come get your stuff in paper form, but I can also contact some of you if that's not working for whatever reason. I guess maybe a little bit about myself, and then kind of like how I am as a teacher per se. This is my 4th year teaching. It's also my 4th year here at South Plaquemines High School. I've done all my teaching here. I know I've taught a lot of siblings and cousins. I know a lot of kids in class. I definitely recognized quite a few. I am currently working on a master's degree in English. So my first degree is in secondary English education, and I'm getting my second degree, my master's in English, and I should be done by the end of this summer. I am, very dedicated to what I do, and I want you guys to have the best that I can provide. So help me help you. I'll do what I can to help you as long as you stay in contact with me and tell me when something is wrong and something's not working, you're having problems, whatever it may be. Just make sure to stay in contact. Another thing, we had a lot of issues with late work last semester. Make sure you get your work turned in on time. I'm sure you've heard that I give a lot of work. I don't necessarily give a lot of work, but I think it seems like a lot when you have to do all of it late. So if you keep up with your work, you won't necessarily have a lot of work to do if you keep on track with everything. I am going to try this semester to have my virtual kids do a lot more interacting with each other, because I think that's something that really feels like it's missing for me in what I did last semester. So I am going to try to have more places for you guys to interact with each other and bounce ideas and things like that. I have no problem if you want to, especially when we're annotating new text, if you want to work with somebody, that is fine as long as you're not copying. I have a problem with copying, but I don't have a problem if you guys are working together to come up with answers. And yes, there's a difference. One is 2 people doing work, and the other one is 1 person copying. So keep that in mind. I guess that's really it for right now, guys. I'll be posting a couple more things that I need you to do. Make sure you get your syllabus signed, for example. Get that turned in by Friday. Your introduction letter will be due by Friday. I'm going to post that stuff for the pre-test by the end of the week, and that'll be due at the end of next week. I'm going to start posting some videos for annotating, kind of what that is, how that functions. We're going to start looking at a new text as of tomorrow, Wednesday. That information is going to be posted, and we're going to be, looking at how to annotate. We're going to do some of that together in class, so keep in mind that we're doing group work in class, so you're welcome to work with somebody, and you're welcome to contact me, and I'd be happy to work with you as well. Again, I know I can't say it enough, but please contact me if you're having any questions. Remember, my email is mejenkins. Otherwise, I don't typically get my emails forwarded, so just let me know if you have any problems. My email is also on your syllabus, and if you talk to me in Google Classroom, it directly sends to my email, and I can contact you back there. Well, I guess that's me in class in a nutshell for the most part. Do keep in mind, guys, that you do have a state test for this class, so it is beneficial to you to make sure that you're doing the work that I ask you to do, and make sure that you're doing it properly, because it's going to benefit you on the test and then far beyond. Because if you're doing well on the test, you're going to do well on other things far beyond just one test when it comes to English. Because, I mean, you're going to be reading and writing for the rest of your life, in different contexts, of course, but this stuff is beneficial to you, and I'm happy to help. I'm here. Let me know what I can do for you, and I will see you soon.